Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Elena. So welcome, and I hope you guys are here to stay. I finally decided to start this year. So I dusted off my camera and here we are making a video. So the first video of the year, I have decided to finally show you the plants that I purchased over time. We are talking starting beginning of last summer all the way until now. You just guys haven't seen them yet. I forgot how many I have. Hold on. So we have 28 plants. I've been wanting to show you those plants for quite some time, but I guess today is the day. All of the plants kind of just like my personality, all over the place. They are all different kinds, different sizes, different type of plants. As you know, I don't really follow trends. I just buy whatever is appealing to me. So here's what I ended up with. Plant number one, and this one you guys have seen on the thumbnail, is a Caladium lindenii. And this plant is a showstopper, you guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the veining on these leaves. It's insane. And the size of the leaf, I mean, they are pretty large. It is absolutely beautiful. When I saw this plant in the store, you guys, I had to grab it. It's definitely beautiful. It catches your eye immediately. And so far, I find it very, very easy. It's been living in my bathroom. It has not given me any trouble whatsoever. And it is vocal when it needs to be watered. It will droop just a little bit, and then you'll know it's time to give it some water. So far, very, very easy and definitely gorgeous plant. It's definitely one of those plants when people come to your house, they will be asking you about it. Next plant I have here is Opabalis lavalae, and I will put the full name on the screen. This plant is also very pretty. I got it from Gabriella's Plants. It is absolutely beautiful. Leaves on this plant are very, very thin and very soft. It almost reminds me of Calathea. And the backs are purple. Is absolutely gorgeous. This plant also is very vocal when it needs water, so it will droop. It is definitely more dramatic than the plant I showed you before, but so far it's still pretty easy plant to deal with. The only thing, I got some kind of fungal issues on the leaves. It's been doing it from the beginning, but I did some fungal treatments on it, so hopefully it will not be the case. And this leaf right here, it's the newest leaf that I have, and I don't see any problems there. Pretty easy plant so far, but it is dramatic. But it bounces back really fast. Once you water this plant, it literally will be upright within 10-15 minutes. So I find it very easy, very pretty, and the splashing on it, oh my gosh, all this silver splashing is absolutely gorgeous. So definitely a beautiful plant to have. And now we are moving on from very pretty to not so pretty. But here I have Calathea Jungle Velvet, and it's not looking its best. As you know, Calatheas are very hard to keep looking pristine. And you guys probably wondering, why in the world would I buy another Calathea? Since they are such a pain to grow and just so difficult to keep them looking good. The reason why I wanted to try this Calathea, it feels so soft. Those leaves are, I can't even explain. They feel like velvet. They're very, very soft. They are absolutely beautiful. Obviously, they are purple in the back, just like a lot of Calatheas. It's just the feel of the leaves. That's what got me to purchase this. I mean, it's alive, it's doing okay, and hopefully maybe one day it will look pristine for me. I guess we'll find out, but I absolutely love the way this plant looks and the way it feels. Honestly, you guys, if you ever stumble on one of these, just feel it, and you will totally understand why I just had to get this guy. Another plant that I have that I actually have it for a long time. I want to say it's really approaching to be a year at this point, and I have never showed it to you because I don't know, I keep forgetting that I have it. But it's actually a very cool plant. This is false aralia. Look at this, you guys. It is so cool. It's like a little umbrella. I don't know how much of it you can really see. The leaves on this plant are so cool. So it is a little bit challenging one, I want to say, and I think the reason why for me personally it was a little bit of a challenge, because when I got it I had so many leaves on it, but I found a scale on it. The plant obviously have been treated since. I'd lost 3 of the stems, I guess, so they are all dried up and dead. This is basically only one left right here, but I do like the way it looks. It's just cool, it's just different. I like that just long stem and just weird looking leaves at the top. I don't know, I like it. At some point in the spring I will probably just separate those dried up stems and just leave one behind, and hopefully it will grow me more, because once you have more than one in the pot it looks pretty awesome, you guys. Next 2 plants I want to show you, they are same plants basically, but they are a little bit different, and one of them is just a ponytail palm. It is very common, a lot of people have them, you can find them in a lot of places, but I kind of like them. I don't know, something is so weird about them. The reason why I got 2 different kind, I wanted one that hasn't been cut, because they do cut them at the top and you have that bulb right here, and what happens is they're just not gonna get very tall once they are being cut. So this one is uncut version of it, so this one will grow pretty tall if I can keep it alive that long, and this one is more of the straighter leaves. So I don't know, I just wanted to have one of those, and hopefully at some point I will have a tall ponytail palm. Another one I have right here, I got this because it's have curly leaves, and I've had one before and it kind of didn't make it, so I've decided to try it again. And this one, I can't even show it to you guys, but right here at the end of the stump, I don't know if you can see my finger right here, that's where they cut them flat. This way they just grow big and wide at the bottom, but they're not gonna get really tall. And I like the leaves on this one just because it's, I don't know, it's curly and it's different. I mean, they are very different. So it's very cute. Next plant I have here is Aglaonema, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a biggest fan of them, not because they're not pretty. A lot of them are absolutely gorgeous, but I did not really had a lot of luck growing them before. So, but this one, when I saw it in the store, I had to pick it up. It is absolutely beautiful, you guys. Look at this. The leaves are so beautiful on it. I don't know what type of Aglaonema this is. I tried to look it up, but I haven't really found any with silver leaves. And as you could tell, all of the leaves on this plant are pretty much silver. So I don't know if you guys know what kind of Aglaonema this is. Please let me know, but it is absolutely beautiful. And so far it's been doing pretty well. I have it for a little while now and it's been doing totally fine. And my previous experience with Aglaonemas, they just had a hard time adjusting to my home. And this one, I don't know, doing totally fine. Very pretty, very thick leaf plant. And I love that they look silver. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. So I also picked up a couple of violets, which is kind of odd. I'm not really big on violets. I only had a few before and I don't mind them. I do like them. They are kind of cute and I don't necessarily want to have a huge collection of them. And this one, there isn't really not much to show for yet because I bought it as a baby and it's still kind of growing. Obviously it has not bloomed for me, but this is a Cajun's Royal Knockout African Violet. The reason why I picked it up because I like the leaves on it. The foliage is very like wavy and kind of different, and you could tell it's very tiny. And the blooms on it's supposed to be very, very pretty, kind of curly blooms. Can't wait to see those blooms, you guys. And once they bloom, I will absolutely show it to you. But this one going to be very interesting once it actually fills up the pot with wavy, curly, weird leaves and the beautiful flowers. And then I got another tiny little violet, and this one is Rob's Hallucination African Violet. This one is super cute. It is tiny. It's definitely a miniature violet, you guys. It is tiny, but look at this. It's variegated. Leaves are so adorable, and I love the variegation on it. Definitely excited to see blooms on this little guy at some point too. As you guys know, I also like cactuses. Not all of them, just certain kinds. So I picked up a few. So cactus number 1, kind of a famous cactus, but it's a booby cactus, you guys. I was looking at it for quite some time, and I finally decided to pick it up. It's just different, I guess. So I do like it. It's pretty cool. Next plant is also cactus, and I really like this guy. I wasn't necessarily looking for it, but I kind of stumbled on it when I was shopping for something else and decided to pick it up. This is Crescent Myrtle Blue Cactus, and guys, this is very interesting plant to me. It have that blue color to it. It's very, very pretty, very cool. The next cactus I have is very cool. It's Cactus geometricus. I will put it on the screen for you guys, but this guy is pretty cool. I love the shape of it. It's like perfect little bowl, and it's actually gonna grow other ones on top of it. Very, very cool. That one I've been searching for a while for, and now I have it. It's tiny, but it's absolutely adorable. Another cactus, you guys. But this is prickly pear cactus, and this is variegated form. I don't know, it's just, I find it interesting. It's very cool, and it will grow very, very tall. There's 4 of them that I bought originally, and it's already grew me 3 more sections on top right here. It is pretty cool. I like it. I find it interesting. And I believe this is the last cacti I have to show you. And I think I already have showed it to you before. And the reason why I wanted to show it to you guys again, because it's in bloom. It's actually been blooming for quite some time. And I only have 2 blooms left at this point. I don't know why I didn't take pictures of it, but now I have a good chance to show it to you. But this is Trichodemia densum. I hope I'm saying it right. I don't know, but it's also called African bonsai. It's very cute, you guys. Look at this. And I would love to grow as a bonsai. All of the black little blooms right there, they are basically done. And I can't remove them because they don't really come off, and I don't want to force it. But that's what they look like when they are in bloom. That's perfect little pink color. And it actually matches my tiny little pot. So very, very cute. I really like this little guy. And I was pretty surprised when it bloomed for me. So the next plants in this lineup, I did not purchase even one of them. For some reason, every time I have ordered cacti, they would just send to me Lithops. So I have quite a few now. So there is a bunch in this pot right here. They are very cute and colorful. And there is one right here. So they are adorable. I appreciate that they send them to me. They are cute, and I will grow them. So that's just another addition to my collection, I guess. And I believe this is my last cactus in this lineup. This cactus I was searching for a long time. And every time that I would see them in the greenhouses, they were just crazy expensive. So I finally found the size that fits my budget, I guess. But this is a spiral cactus, you guys. That's something I've been wanting for a long time. Every time I would see them, I was so drawn to them. I just find them very interesting. Look at this. So cool. I'd say if you're gonna have only a few cactuses in your home, this is definitely the one to go for. And then I have a tiny air plant. I don't know what kind this is. I got it, I think sometime during the summer, and it's super cute. It's like a perfect little bowl. That's just fuzzy and cute, and it's going to bloom for me, you guys. I don't know what kind it is. I don't know what bloom's gonna look like, but I'm very excited that it's going to bloom, and I will definitely either make a little short or maybe post it on Instagram once I have blooms on it. So curious to see what it's gonna look like. So the next plant right here, it is very weird. It doesn't even look like a plant, but that's exactly what I like about it. And I like that it's so just different, I guess. But this is a dead stick plant, you guys. It's really cool. It's just really cool. It's literally just a stem, just a stick, I guess, and it's just wrapped around a little trellis. They do bloom beautiful, kind of limey color flowers. I mean, mine is obviously still a baby, so it's not going to bloom for a while, but I don't know, I find it so weird and so interesting, so I had to have it, and we'll see what happens. Next plant that I want to show you guys, I am super excited about it. It is teeny tiny. It's gonna take forever before it grows, but I've been wanting an actual plant for quite some time, and as you know, I've been growing them from spores, but it's taken so long that I had to buy an actual plant, I guess. And it is tiny. I'm almost scared to show it to you guys, but this is a blue oil fern, and yes, it's only one leaf because it's hard to find anything bigger than that. Even this was very hard to find, and because it's still juvenile, it's not as blue as they supposed to be, but you can see how shiny it is. And I don't know if you guys gonna be able to tell, but right here there's a tiny little nub. We are growing a new leaf, so I am super excited. This is very slow growing plant, but so far it's doing well for me, and hopefully at some point I will have a large plant out of it. And the spores, I might as well show it to you guys now. As you know, I've been growing blue oil fern from spores for at least a year and a half now, so it's been a long time, but it is such a slow process, you guys. I can show it to you really quick just because it's sitting right there and I can grab it and show it to you. This is basically where we're at, you guys. I mean, it's not that much of the change since last time you guys have seen them in my grow tent. I mean, it's grown, but it's still not looking like plants, like actual plants, what they supposed to look like. So I don't know, I was done waiting, so I've decided to try to get maybe an actual plant. And this, guys, I mean, we're just gonna keep on waiting. I don't know if we're ever gonna have a plant out of it or not. I guess we'll find out. The next lineup of plants I have, it's actually philodendrons, and I am proud to let you guys know that I'm finally figuring them out and getting better at them. Let me show you the ones that you haven't seen yet. So one of them is, it is tiny, but this is a Florida ghost. I know it doesn't look as ghostly as right now, but I bought it in the fall. There was quite a few more leaves, but it had a little bit of a hard time adjusting to my home, but now I feel like it's stabilized, it's doing pretty well, and it's also kind of went dormant on me because I was keeping it just in regular household conditions. So I moved it to my grow tent, and it seems to be enjoying it, and hopefully soon it will wake up and start growing for me and start pushing out those beautiful white leaves. So this is Philodendron Florida Ghost. Next philodendron, I believe I showed it to you guys maybe in one of my first plant tours, which was like, what, 2 years ago. And at that point I wasn't really good with philodendrons and it wasn't doing well for me. I ended up chopping it up to tiny little nodes and basically propagate from node, and this is what we have now. It is absolutely amazing. This is black cardinal. Look at these beautiful leaves, you guys. They are so dark, so pretty, and we are growing another leaf right here. Finally, I'm getting good with them where I can actually grow them, and I'm very excited. Growing out of little node that I thought would not even make. So definitely beautiful philodendron, black cardinal, you guys. Next philodendron I would like to show you. It's not anything rare, it's not anything super fancy, but I do find it interesting and I decided to pick it up. This is a philodendron goldii. I just like the way leaves are. It's just very different, and it grows into one of those spirals full of leaves. I find it very interesting. I have decided to have one of those, and we actually growing a new leaf right here. So pretty excited to see this guy when it fills up the pot and gets huge. Next philodendron I have is nothing very rare, nothing crazy unusual, but this is Philodendron Xanadu. It is so cute, you guys. I just love how tiny those leaves are, and when you see a full plant at the greenhouse, I just love how full and lush the pot looks when there's a lot of them in there. It's not in the best shape. I kind of bought it looking not so good because I didn't really have too many options to choose from, and it looks like it had some kind of pest issues before here, and I actually just repotted it recently. It was in one of those soils that gets so dry and it was suffocating the roots, and I did put it in a pretty large pot because boy, I was surprised when I took it out, and I could tell the plant was suffering because of the soil. It really was strangling the roots. So when I took it out, I was so surprised how large the root system is on this tiny little plant, because it's really not that big. So I ended up putting in a pretty giant pot, and I could tell it's perked up and it's doing so much better already. So cannot wait when it's all just full of leaves. It's just so cool, you guys, when it's a lot of it. So the next philodendron, and I believe this is the last philodendron in this video, but this one was on my wish list for a long time. I don't know if you guys remember, sometime beginning of last year, there was a lot of people on YouTube were saying that they were able to find one in a big box store for like $20, and I was trying to find one. I had no luck for at least 6 months. I could not find it anywhere, and luckily for me, I finally stumbled on it at Costco. Once you see the plant, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this is Philodendron squamiferum. You guys, look at this. It's insane. It is huge. Obviously, I didn't buy it this big, but I have it for quite some time now, and it's gotten really big. But this thing is beautiful. Leaves are so big on it. I love the shape of the leaves. And the favorite part, and that's why I really wanted to have this plant, is look at these petioles, you guys. They are like little caterpillars. They are so cute. They're very soft and red. They are just beautiful. And we have a new leaf unfurling right here. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is getting big. We actually have quite a few new leaves unfurling there, if you can guys see. There's 2 more there. At some point, I definitely need to stabilize it a little bit more, because I could tell it's gonna be very heavy and it's gonna probably start flopping over at some point. But look at this, you guys. It is absolutely beautiful. And just in time, Elena got better with philodendrons. So I can keep this guy alive. Oh my goodness, look at this. Very, very happy. I was so happy when I finally found this guy. Next plant I have right here, and it's Monstera celtipicana. And guys, I found a giant pot of it. It's pretty large. It's pretty full. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at those leaves. They have silver on it. It's just such a beautiful, lush plant. And I was so surprised to find a giant pot of it. I had to pick it up. So I do like it so far, but it's so big. I haven't really found a permanent spot for it yet. But look at this, you guys, the silver, and it is so beautiful. And it's so sunny today. It's so nice to be able to show plants in a natural light. Very pretty. And the last plant that I would like to show to you guys, it is also a very large basket of a total showstopper. I could not believe I found this plant in such a large size, especially how slow this plant really grows. But this is Mandula pothos. Guys, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those leaves. So beautiful. It's insane. I mean, they are large, they are variegated, they are just beautiful and they feel so good. Look at this. This is such a gorgeous plant. I could not believe that I found a plant this size. This is 8-inch pot and I found this at Lowe's. I was shocked when I saw this. I had no question. I just had to pick it up and walk out with this guy because this is absolutely amazing. I'll show it to you again. Sun, don't leave us. It's so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. As you guys know, I have one of these and it's very tiny. It's barely grown. It's kind of been suffering, so I was very happy to find another one, and especially this size. Oh my gosh, just look at it. It's insane. And I just realized that was not my last plant in this video. I believe this is my last plant. This is actually was my very recent purchase. I'm talking about maybe last week. I found this plant in Home Depot and I was just blown away. I saw it from the distance and I was like, what are you? This is Alocasia Melo. Guys, this is absolutely insane. This plant looks almost black. Look at the veining on it. It's just gorgeous. It looks like it's not even real. It looks plastic. It feels plastic. But it is a real plant. I was blown away when I saw it. And we are growing 2 new leaves right here. They haven't unfurled yet. I am absolutely blown away by this. This is absolutely beautiful. So if you guys like alocasias and if you see one of these, definitely pick it up. It just feels so different. And there's so many alocasias similar to this. And I have a few, but this one, it's different. It just feels absolutely different and it looks so different. And I just love that it looks almost black. So if you guys see one of these in the stores, definitely pick it up. I was actually very surprised to find something this cool in Home Depot. I don't know about your Home Depot, but mine usually doesn't really have a lot of cool stuff. If I find something cool and it's a big box store, usually at Lowe's I would find something interesting, but not Home Depot. So I was definitely blown away by this guy. So I guess this is all I have for you guys today. That was a lot of plants, a lot of all over the map plants, but they are cool, at least to me. I find them interesting. And you're probably wondering, did I buy any Hoyas? Of course I did, but that would have to be a separate video, maybe next week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys seen something that you might want to add in your collection, or what is your favorite out of everything that you have seen. That would be interesting to see what kind of plants you guys enjoy. And I guess that's it for this week video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.